Air pollution, a major threat to our country, to our world. With a growth in industry, both big and small, and 21st century technology, the need to clean our air has become ever increasing. This is typified by a statement by the Minister of Environmental Affairs in June 2005. He went on to say, "We also don't have laws that could really hold people responsible who pollute air. But all of this has now changed with the new Air Quality Act. Perhaps most importantly, it gives us new powers to punish people who pollute our air, making them pay to clean it up." South Africa now has air environmental laws, more stringent than most first world countries. Much of the technology used today to control this pollution dates back to the 1950s and before, in the way of standard cyclones, baghouses and scrubbers. Air and allied technologies, however, have introduced state-of-the-art equipment to cope with these problems. The highly successful Liquicell and Scrubber Duct range for wet collection, and the CTEC and Electrocell range in filterless electronic precipitation. To complement these internationally exclusive products, A&AT have now patented the CSeries cyclonic baghouse range. This cutting-edge technology combines the centrifugal removal of heavy, larger particulate with ultra-efficient light particulate filtration, all in a single system, making it the most effective dry dust filtration system available today. So, what in fact is CSeries? And why is it infinitely more efficient, yet less capital-intensive than standard cyclone baghouse combinations? Or even standalone baghouses without pre-cyclones? To understand this, we need to go back to basics. Let's consider two basic methods of separating dust from air: the dropout box and the cyclone. Both systems have been used for many years, with the dropout box effect no longer used for complete lack of separation efficiency. With a dropout box, air and dust are blown or sucked through the box so that the velocity of the air-dust mixture in the box is drastically reduced compared to the velocity in the duct. The theory is that the cross-face velocity will be too slow to carry the dust across the box, with the dust then falling out of the airline. Unfortunately, kinetic energy, inertia, amongst other engineering and scientific principles, defeat this theory to a great extent, resulting in only the largest, heaviest particles falling out of the airline with a carryover of the vast majority of the dust through the box. Estimation that 95% of the dust under 75 microns will pass straight through the box. Compare this to a typical low-efficiency cyclone. Because of the centrifugal motion set up in the cyclone, most of the dust is effectively spun out the bottom of the cyclone, with only the smaller fraction passing through the system to the clean air outlet. Estimation that 70% of dust larger than 40 microns will be collected in this way. Now make this into a high-efficiency slimline battery-type cyclone, and the efficiency grows to 90% of particles over 25 microns. Certainly a far cry from the dropout box. Okay, so what has this to do with the CSeries? If one were to take a dropout box, increase the height of the unit, and add filters, this would be the design of a standard baghouse as manufactured by A&AT and all other baghouse manufacturers. The vast majority of the dust still flows straight through the hopper, or dropout box, directly into the filters with minimal dropout taking place, no matter how the dust is introduced. The bags do all the work. Now, take a high-efficiency cyclone and build a baghouse on top of it. Then greatly increase the cyclone efficiency through the patented CSeries double cone system, which creates an infinitely decreasing annulus. And only a minimal amount of the dust passes into the bag section. In fact, more than 95% of the separation work is done by the C-Series hopper without any filters, leaving the filters to separate only the minimal ultrafine particulate from the air. And all this in a single dust unit, combining primary cyclone and secondary baghouse technology. Let's look at an actual demonstration of a C-Series unit at A&AT's demonstration facility. 2 exact containers of a typical dust as found in industry. The operator feeds dust into the C-Series at a rate far in excess of any commercial application to push the unit to the limit. Although the unit is being flooded with dust, minimal dust can be seen in the filter chamber. The C-Series fan is switched off, and the dust collected only in the hopper is reclaimed and checked against the second container. Remember, any dust that passed through the hopper is now still on the filters. Pulsing the unit shows minimal dust that has actually passed the C-Series patented cyclonic hopper. What this now means is that the filter velocity in the C-Series can be redesigned due to the light dust load on the filters. The pulsing of the bags can be reduced accordingly, leaving minimal wear on the bags and pulse valve system. The bag and valve life is greatly increased, and consequently replacement and running costs much decreased. Another great feature of the C-Series is its round shape, allowing it to handle far greater internal pressures than square section units, and with smaller footprints, taking up less valuable space. In heavy applications, single dust discharge for both heavy and light collected dust greatly cuts down the dust removal cycle or the screw conveyors that would normally be needed. And the C-Series is not only less maintenance intensive, but capital costs are, in most cases, far more favorable than standard baghouse systems, making it a winner in every way. This compared to a standard plant with primary cyclones and secondary baghouse, as has been the norm until now. From a specific application need point of view, the C-Series can be supplied as a filter cell cartridge type unit, an ultra-pulse tubular bag unit, or electrocell electrostatic precipitation unit. Systems from 0.3 cubic meters per second for standalone small applications to 40 cubic meters per second are available in a variety of materials. Blue chip clients such as Anglo Platinum, Score Metals, GEA Air-Cooled, Blastrite, Afrox, IST, Element 6, Denel, CSIR, Consolidated Wire Industries, Wonderstone, Nestle, Metal Steel, Thermex, Cape Gate, Meadow Feeds, ChemServe Plaschem, Anglo-American Base Minerals, and many international installations are just some of the users of C-Series dust systems. More advanced, less capital intensive, less maintenance, single discharge points, and fully guaranteed to meet the demands of the environmental laws. The C-Series is the dry dust control plant of the 21st century. It's your choice.